Well, friends, it's official. I'm currently dry on one of the toughest pet grinds in the game, the Bloodhound, which has a drop rate of 1 in 1,000. If you ask a serious pet hunter which pet is the absolute worst to go dry on, they will almost certainly say that it's this one. With no real feasible way to grind the Bloodhound without spending an insane amount of GP, pet hunters pray that they get this pet passively while grinding for other pets. Being the 280th player in the game to reach the 1000 Master Clue milestone, and with a player having a 63% chance to obtain the Bloodhound by 1000 Master Caskets, you're talking about a matter of only a few dozen people who can say that they are actually dry on this pet. As far as my process for Master Clues, anytime I get an Elite Clue Scroll, I turn it into a Master Clue Scroll through Watson by giving him an easy, medium, hard, and elite. The elites come passively from my pet hunting, and the easy, medium, and hard clues come from implants. However, I am running out of pet hunts that drop elite clues, having only 8 grinds left that will be giving me elite clues along the way. I have started to prepare for the eventuality of needing to grind the Bloodhound directly instead of passively in case it does get to that. As a lot of you know, for the last few years my GP has gone into building up my beer collection in game, since I have max gear and I don't really have anything else to do with the GP, but I actually have recently switched to buying up Implings now instead. The game plan being that if the Bloodhound is my last pet to grind, I'll likely be doing easy, medium, and hard clues from their respective Implings for the collection log, and then completing the master clues I get from those lower level caskets along the way. Impling prices have crashed massively over the last year, so I figured it's as great a time as any to start stocking up in case the grind does get to that point. Here's how the current Impling stack looks at the moment. And here's what my collection log looks like with 1000 master caskets in the book. The biggest pull being the Third Age Druidic Staff, worth 1.2 billion at the time that I pulled it. As far as how I'm getting most of my elite clues for masters, my main pet grind has been Armadillo. I figured it was about time I start trying to knock out some of the old God Wars dungeon pets, since I still have 3 of them left. As you may know, I am completely done with Slayer pets, so I've been grinding Armadillo off task with this setup. Done a little bit of the black chin method, but I feel like the cost of the chins really eats into your profit. Plus I find it tedious to have to switch your aggro back and forth between the boss and the minion to avoid getting meleeed by a Kree. Here's the tech I use. I start off with 1 attack on the boss, then switch to my one-handed staff and LA to freeze the melee minion. Then it's just switch back to the shadow and do the step under attack method. Once Kree is dead, I switch to Lightbearer and stack the melee minion onto the mage, and then Blood Barrage up to 100 HP using the Blood Scepter that you get from Desert Treasure 2. Trust me man, that extra 9 HP does wonders for a boss like this. Use your Eldritch spec for prayer regen if you can afford it, and don't forget your Bones to Peaches tabs if you got wrecked and need some HP back. Some kills you're going to take a shit ton of damage, but nothing you can't handle once you get the hang of it. I don't use ult accounts, and I almost always solo the boss. I average around 27 kills per hour with this method, and try to get 100 kills per day after I get off of work, which I am able to do in one trip. So far I've spent 250 hours here. Huge shout out to all you guys who have come through with the supply drops over the last couple of months. It's honestly been a huge help, since getting KC or keys for a grind this long can really add in a whole ton of hours. And fun fact for you, Triara is actually the 12th rarest pet in the game, which I feel like is really saying something with how long the boss has been in the game. I absolutely should have the pet at this point, but we're getting clues and making bank along the way, so things could absolutely be worse. Another pet I've slowly been chipping away at is the Soul Wars pet. I don't particularly like the pet. In fact, I think it's probably one of the ugliest pets in the game, but a pet is a pet at the end of the day, and I'm going for all of them. I'd say Soul Wars has gotta be my go-to content hungover on a Sunday morning. Sometimes I get asked if I'm planning on boosting points in my own world, and the answer is no. I honestly find boosting in this game pretty cringe. Just do the content and play the video game, man. I don't have a whole ton of footage of this grind because why would I, right? I never played Soul Wars as a kid, so I don't have the same nostalgia for it that a lot of you guys might have. I had quit by that time and replaced my RuneScape addiction with a serious Halo 3 addiction instead. But I can understand why people wanted to bring it back. I do have really fond memories of the Fist of Guthix minigame that came out about a year before then, and nostalgia is one hell of a drug at the end of the day. I'm currently just over 350 reward crates, and the rate here is 1 in 400, so I am creeping up on that drop rate. I do hope to see the pet here soon, especially since they nerfed the hell out of the reward crate rate. Late at night after my armor sash, I like to get in a little KBD to end the night when all of the East Coast homies are asleep. It's been a great way to end the night, and also an opportunity for me to just chill out and watch some YouTube or TV shows. Kills are insanely fast here thanks to a very quick 10-second respawn timer. It's easy to get over 70 kills per hour here, so the kills really do fly by. I've noticed that PKers like to camp the Lava Maze teleport spawn, so I use the Gorok teleport in my POH instead. I haven't been PK'd yet, but I did have one close call where I was able to get a logout working the ladder near the entrance. We are officially dry on this pet as well. With over 3400 KC locked in, I am still looking for the Draconic Visage as well on the collection log, so would be sick to pick that up on my way to the pet. I did already finish Vorkath a long time ago, so if I don't get it here, I've missed my shot to pick that up passively, which would be a bit of a bummer. But yeah, overall, this has just been an enjoyable grind. I really do like these pet grinds where you can just chill out, not have to worry about mechanics and having to keep your eyes on the screen the entire time. It's a nice balance from a lot of the sweatier boss grinds. The last pet grind I want to talk about is the Heron Pet for fishing. I do always like to have one skilling pet in the rotation at a time, and with the beaver finally done earlier this year, I decided it was time to start going for the Heron Pet. Especially since I'm only level 93 fishing, might as well start the grind to work on getting that level 99 fishing someday. When I first started going for the Heron, Karambwans was actually the most efficient way to the pet, outside of tick manipulation. However, the release of Yama changed that with the introduction of Diabolic Worms, making anglers twice as fast to fish, and actually pushing it ahead of Karambwans as far as hours to Heron. That's the current method that I'm doing. I'm not opposed to doing tick manipulation methods at some point. I did do quite a bit of tick manipulation when I was going for the Chinchompa Pet back in 2020 setting box traps, but for the time being, I'm just kinda zero timing it while I'm watching TV or eating dinner. I'm actually doing it right now while editing this video, believe it or not. Here's my current stack of fish that I've accumulated so far from the grind. Anyways, I wanted to bring out this video as it's been quite a while since my last one. Not for a lack of playing, I've just been going dry in quite a few places as you probably picked up from the video. I've got a few other pet grinds I've been working on as well that I wasn't able to fit into this video, so if you like this style of video and would be interested in hearing my take on those grinds as well, hit your boy with a like on this video to let me know that you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, I guess. Take care.